Welcome back to Taiwan Outlook. We've been talking about the success of Kaohsiung MRT, and our guest today is Marian Zhang. She's the manager of public affairs in Kaohsiung RTC. Ms. Zhang, we've been talking about the Kaohsiung MRT itself, but I know that you're also a Kaohsiung citizen, and you've been seeing the changes of Kaohsiung over the years. Could you tell us what is the biggest change of Kaohsiung after the completion of Kaohsiung MRT?
I would say there is more, of course, it's more convenient in terms of transportation system, but I think the pride of the citizens of Kaohsiung is brought back. Maybe in the past many years, the citizens of Kaohsiung feel a bit imbalanced compared with the capital of Taiwan, and they feel there's a bit lack of resources or the budget allocation, etc. Now with the MRT completion, they feel there is something even better than the capital's one.
I see.
Also, I find a big change is that they are ready for embrace the level of the position of being the international city. Maybe in the past they were still hesitate, they were still not very brave. But now they could very loudly say that yes, we are ready and we are among the international cities. We got the MRT system, we got a harbor, and then we got love rivers, and we got advanced urban development. So you can feel the pride, and also the kind of cheerfulness, and of course smiling. And so I personally find I witnessed the changes myself. And I was born and raised in Kaohsiung up to the age of 18. And then I went to the college and university in Taipei and studied overseas. I also worked in Taipei and overseas for many years. About 3 years ago, I was invited by the Kaohsiung city government back to my hometown and to work for the city. And I feel quite proud as well. And I feel that finally I can do something for my hometown, for my city. And many people feel that they should see for their future in the bigger cities like the capital of Taipei or like Hong Kong or Shanghai. No, I choose my future in Kaohsiung, not only because it's my hometown, but also I have seen the potential of the city itself, and it's so beautiful.
I think you must be especially proud of your work at the Kaohsiung MRT, right?
Yes, I'm very, very proud. I know it's hard work and it's very demanding. And I still feel that I'm part of the history, and to make it work after so much painstaking in the process of during the construction period of time. Now I see it's coming, and then I see its success, and I see more smiling faces around, and that is, you know, I feel sometimes speechless, and when I see the feelings and the hospitality given by the passengers, they will say, thank you for giving us MRT in Kaohsiung.
Yeah, but you've been working at the Public Affairs Department for some years. I think you also went through this kind of downturn period that you had to try to convince the people that things could be done better after its completion. But I think during the period it must be very tough for you, right, to talk to people who have all kinds of complaints about MRT.
Yes, it was tough, yes. But I believe it takes efforts and patience. And I don't mind repeating stories. I don't mind communicating with people. Even I have to say 100 times, I will say it again. If you don't understand, I will explain to you. If you're not happy about anything, I'll try to improve it. So through this continuous communication, it works. I think that's why my company would like me to do this job. And it really takes effort, and I don't mind spending effort to do that.
I know that Kaohsiung is going to host the World Games next year. So is your MRT also ready for this kind of big events in Taiwan, in Kaohsiung especially?
Oh yes, the Orange Line will be in place in October this year. The World Games 2009 next year taking place in Kaohsiung. With the Kaohsiung MRT system in place, it will be much more convenient and efficient for transportation service. And that is also part of the city marketing itself. The Kaohsiung MRT is not just a public transportation service provider. It is a new landmark of the city, and it's also the new attraction for the foreign tourists. And the Kaohsiung city itself now has more stories to tell to the world. And so there is so much story now around the city and around the people. World Games will be a success next year in Kaohsiung, I'm sure.
Yeah, but as we know that in this very competitive world, a city, in order to survive or even thrive, you have to present yourself to the world. How are you going to use Kaohsiung MRT as a way to sell Kaohsiung to the world?
Transportation is very important for a city and in its urban development plan. And if you are a business traveler or you are a foreign tourist, if you arrive in a new or strange city, the best thing you travel or to know the city is to take MRT. So MRT now becomes, I would say, a benchmark of the city's competitiveness. Now we have MRT service in Kaohsiung, so if we have opportunity to promote the city in the other countries, and then we will be ready and very loud to say, now you can travel around in Kaohsiung city in a very sufficient and cost-effective way, and it takes you to anywhere you want in Kaohsiung. And also, if you want to do business in Kaohsiung, yes, and you can consider about your staff benefit programs, and you can consider about the future development of like commercial and land property investment. With MRT, this is a plus. This is more advantage. So I would like to urge or encourage our friends overseas and come back to Kaohsiung and see yourselves, and you will see the difference, and you will see the dramatic changes, and you will be very surprised.
As far as I know, some passengers who use the Kaohsiung MRT, they don't use that as a transportation tour. They use that. They see that as a tourism spot. They go to the public arts places and try to see that as a gallery. How do you package your MRT as another way for sightseeing and tourism?
That is something we work very closely now with the travel business industry, and including hotel, restaurants, and airline companies, etc. So it's a tourism development as a package. We work also very closely with the Kaohsiung City Government, the Bureau of Economic Affairs, who soon will create a brand new Bureau of Tourism Development. So we will come up with what we call package tours, including public arts tour or the tours for visiting leisure places. Along the MRT lines, there are several green places and parks. Also, we can come up with a theme tour packages, include such as shopping tour, eating tour. So there is various choices in terms of the package tours. At this moment, we work very, very closely with the travel business industry.
Yeah. But in order to attract foreign tourists, your system must be very foreigner-friendly, right? How friendly is it?
At this moment, we have multi-language services in the station and also on various printed materials. And we hope we can bring a bit more promotional leaflets or promotional booklets and in more languages. And also, we will not just stay in Kaohsiung. We will step out, let's say, visiting or attending the travel exhibition in Hong Kong or in Tokyo, in Seoul, or in China in the future. And let them see that you can travel at ease, travel at pleasure in Kaohsiung with MRT system.
Look to the future. What do you think that people in Kaohsiung will see Kaohsiung MRT?
Our citizens of Kaohsiung will see MRT system as part of life, and the life of quality, a life of culture, and a life of high standard. So they won't be just like now. They are still trying to understand how to purchase the tokens of a single journey or how to use the iPass card, and they will plan everything in their life or in their business plans, everything by considering and including the convenience and accessibility of MRT system. So MRT will become part of our life, and it's so natural now.
Personally, what do you think is the most proudest things of your work at Kaohsiung MRT?
I'm still very proud of it. And the most exciting moment is that when I see the president, vice president, the other executives, senior executives from the central government, many children, many schoolboys, girls, many senior passengers from other cities, experiencing our MRT system and the joy and their smiling faces. That I feel very, very proud and very, very touching.
So you're hoping to continue to work at the Kaohsiung and try to make it better and much more beautiful.
If they still want me, I will work until my last minute, because I so enjoy it and I want to do a bit more and I make it better, and let many more and more people realizing the beauty and the merits of the Kaohsiung MRT system.
Ms. Zhang, thank you very much. Thank you for coming to our program, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
And that's Marian Zhang, Manager of Public Affairs at Kaohsiung Rapid Transit Corporation. And thank you for watching Taiwan Outlook, and see you next week.